Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We spend our entire lives building. We build careers, we build homes, we build reputations. And yet, the more we own, the more anxious we become. Why is it that the people with the most are often the most terrified of losing it? Today, I want to talk to you about a forgotten superpower called Zuhd. In the modern world, we translate this as asceticism, but that sounds cold and empty. In reality, Zuhd is the ultimate medicine for the soul. It is the only known cure for the fear of death. You see, the person who is detached from the world isn't a person who has nothing. They are a person who cannot be shaken. They are ready to move. They understand that this life isn't a permanent residence, it's a transition. As the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the intelligent person is the one who holds themselves accountable and works for what comes after death. True intelligence isn't your IQ score, it's your exit strategy. Imagine you've booked a room in a beautiful hotel for 2 days. You enjoy the view, you appreciate the soft bed, and you use the amenities. But do you spend your 2 days repainting the walls? Do you buy expensive furniture and bolt it to the floor? No, because you know you're leaving on Sunday. This is exactly what the Prophet, peace be upon him, meant when he placed his hand on Ibn Umar's shoulder and said, "Be in this world as if you are a stranger or a traveler passing through." When you live like a traveler, your heart stays light. When you stay in a hotel, you don't get depressed when the checkout time comes. You were expecting it. When we treat the world like our permanent home, every loss feels like a catastrophe. But when we treat it like a transit lounge, every blessing is a bonus, and every loss is just less luggage to carry to the gate. One of the most dangerous traps we fall into is falling in love with the gift and forgetting the giver. We love our children, our spouses, our wealth, and our health, and we should, but these are all loans. If you focus only on the loan, you live in constant fear of the day the bank calls it back. But if you focus on the one who gave it to you, your perspective shifts. You realize that the same God who gave you that joy is the same God you are returning to. Ibn al-Jawzi said it perfectly. Whenever the world raises something up, it eventually puts it down. This isn't being pessimistic, it's being realistic. God often keeps the world away from his inner circle, his friends and the righteous, not because he is being stingy, but because he is protecting them. Think of a doctor who forbids a patient from eating sweets. Is the doctor being mean? No, the doctor is preserving the patient's life. Sometimes God withholds the world from you because he has a higher vision for your soul than you do. Here is the creative twist most people miss. Zuhd is not about being poor. Ibn al-Qayyim shared a profound secret. Detachment is not about taking the world out of your hand. It is about taking it out of your heart while it sits in your hand. Look at the great leaders of the past, Umar ibn Abdulaziz, or the rightly guided caliphs. They had the keys to the world's treasuries in their hands. They wore the finest robes and led nations. But if they lost it all in a single afternoon, their heart wouldn't skip a beat. Why? Because the world was in their hand, not in their vault. If the world is in your hand, you can use it to help people, to build, to serve. But if it gets into your heart, it starts to own you. You become a slave to your possessions. To be a leader of people, you must first be a master of your own desires. The Prophet, peace be upon him, described the soul of the believer leaving this world like a drop of water sliding gracefully out of a jug. It doesn't fight, it doesn't cling, it just flows. Why does it flow? Because it isn't attached. If you tie 1,000 ropes to a ship, it will tear itself apart trying to leave the dock. but if you untie the ropes, it sails away into the horizon with peace. Don't wait for the world to leave you. Leave the world in your heart before you leave it in your body. My final thought for you: this world is too small to be your ultimate goal. It is far too cheap to be the price for your soul. Be a person of vision. Don't sacrifice your eternal future for a temporary stay in a hotel room. Seek the giver, enjoy the gifts, but always, always keep your eyes on the home that never ends.